Alright, Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Alright. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another video through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. So first and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Wakaha Kodash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers. Double salutations unto these brothers, also, who preaching and teaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so more so than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites who may look like the other nations, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage. And shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwats. Alright? So, it's been a while since I did a on-screen video, see my face on the screen, It's been a while. So let me get straight into it, The name of this video is Wickedness Has Truly Exceeded the Earth. Alright? Before I start, even though excuse the background, the audio on the background. We live in a how it go, you're living amongst two-thirds, and that is how it go, They have no regard or fear for Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. They all, as you can see, they're in a spirit of mirth. They're in a spirit of mirth, and they don't have the slightest clue of what's creeping up behind them. Alright? All that is a prime example of how wickedness exceeded the earth. Alright? Because these jakes, they're so lost, they're always in that festive spirit. Alright, they're always in that spirit of Bacchus. Alright, so they don't have the slightest clue, they're still in a sleeping mentality. Alright, in a sleeping mentality. So as I say, the earth, wickedness really it exceeds the earth to the highest order. Alright, to the highest order, wickedness exceeded the earth. We seeing where the elites, starting with the elites. We seeing with the elites what they're doing, they're coming about with their plans. Alright? A lot of the plans, all the plans that they are bringing forth, is all about wickedness, Whether it be the alphabet people, the agenda what they push with the alphabet people, and they're bringing it out even more in the open, where the other another letter, which is P within the alphabet, alright, which goes into pedophilia. Alright, they're bringing it out more into the open now. That is one of the wickedness the elites pushing, besides, the MOTB, by the way of the RFID, CHIP. Alright. Then the transhumanism. You gotta look out for that too. They're bringing this whole world into a dystopian nightmare. Then you have, besides the elites and the heathens, you have two-thirds in Jake, where they themselves too, it's like the more wicked than the wicked itself, like the wicked itself. A matter of fact, I should start with that scripture. I think that is in Jeremiah 5. You know? Hey, the actual lower them. I the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright, this is Jeremiah 5. Yeah, Jeremiah 5. And I will start at verse 26. It reads, For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap. They catch men. Alright? Among the nation of Israel, you know, is a lot of wicked people and a lot of wicked acts being done by these wicked people within Israel. Alright? Continuing, as a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great, they are waxen rich. They are waxen fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. Alright, and this is the situation here with our people, you know, especially the so-called higher ups within our nation. Alright? They're waxen fat, they're waxen rich. They overpass the deeds of the wicked because, hey, they're doing all sorts of wickedness, all sorts of folly, promoting it also too. That Jake's made, that, you know, that other Jake, other weak-minded Jake, other shallow-minded Jake, you know, I will catch you, don't worry. I know I would have catch you. But the bomber clot. The bitch fly away and gone. Anyhow. Yeah, well, as you can see the background, you know, a lot of bush and whatnot, so yeah, you will get that. Yeah, you know, so as I was saying, you know, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. Alright? They do all sorts of occultic acts. Alright? Let's blast it sweet, you know. Yeah, occultic acts, you know. And these things, you know, demonic worship and all these things, sacrificing the families, all these things, you know, to reach where they're at right now. You know, to reach where they're at right now. Days where our people are into, you know. And the thing about it is it's at an all-time high. Yeah, it's at an all-time high. These wicked acts, you know. These wicked deeds that has taken place by our people. Yeah? Almost finished with the scripture, alright? They judge not the cause. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy, do they not what? Do they not judge? So what Yahweh Hashem try to say, verse 29. Shall I not visit for these things, say the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Which means what? Shall not Yahweh Hashem try share out recompense? Alright? Upon the nation of Israel, through the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to. Because a lot of you Jakes, you know, think that, hey, you're always going to continue, right? You're always going to continue and receive no judgment for it, receive no punishment for your wicked deeds, your wicked acts, your wicked thoughts. Alright? You guys think that, you know, everything will continue as they were. Yeah? Not knowing there is a man up above that is watching every single thing that each and every single one of us do. Alright? He is recording every single thing. And is just waiting for the perfect time to bring forth, to unleash his judgment upon the face of the earth by the way of many different plagues. Because why? When you go to now, Lord, let me go to the scripture that I was really going to start off with. Let me show you the reason why. Let's go back to Psalms. Let's go back to Psalms. Psalms 82 and 5. It reads what? They know not, which is who? The children of Israel. Alright, 2/3. Alright, they don't know and they don't even consider. Alright, they know not. Neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Alright? When we say all the foundations of the earth, we're talking about the laws, the statutes, the commandments. You know, the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You know? All that, all even down to his creation. All that he created and all that he had made within that week period. Alright? And found that it was good and great and perfect. Alright, that and all going out of course, because you have what? Within the animal world, you have Esau splicing genes. Yeah, you have Esau splicing genes. Alright? Doing things what he ought not to do. Splicing genes with animals, splicing genes with plants. Now they want to go on an even higher level, which is with man, with human beings. Alright? With human beings. You know? These are the things, this is this whole world out of course. Not only that, not only that, what they want to change human beings, you know. You had changing of kinds, which is what these transgenders, as it is called, so to speak. Yeah? This whole world out of course. This whole world. Because why? When they go to Isaiah 5 and 20, let's go to Isaiah 5 and 20. This is a big reason why this whole world is out of course. Isaiah 5 and verse 20, it reads, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for what? For bitter. Alright, because what has taken place, what has been taking place is a transition from righteousness to wickedness. And the thing about it is, within that transition, the mass majority of the people, they tend to gravitate to the wickedness. Alright? And they tend to gravitate to the wickedness, promote it, go after it, push it, because they call that good. They consider that good. They watch it as something good. Alright? When Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai has put forth the ways where we ought to follow, well, it's actually given to us, the Israelites. But the Israelites, they tend to even go seek that, you know, because I think it's Proverbs 12. No, Proverbs 26, I think, you know, Proverbs 26 and 12. Let me see. I hope I get it. Yes, I pray I get it. I pray that I get it. Or I will get it because I have it precepted. No. I have it precepted in my, I have it highlighted in my old Bible. Let me see if I can get it in my old Bible here, Baba Kusha. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Yeah, Proverbs 12:26 actually, not 26:12. Proverbs 12:26. It reads what? The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. Alright, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. Alright, we came out, right? We in this Babylonian society, and a lot of our people, alright, has been seduced by this Babylonian spirit. All right, that by this Sodom and by this Sodom and Gomorrah spirit that the world has fallen into. Hence the reason why wickedness has it skyrocketed. You know, it's like it was contained under a cover lid of a pressure cooker, but it's so much. There's so much wickedness that the pressure cooker cannot contain it. So what takes place? The lid blow off. All right, the lid blow off. What are the youths today? Take a perfect look at the youths today. The youths today don't know the truth. They don't know the truth, much less even know about the Most High God. They don't even know the truth of who they are. When I'm saying, I'm mainly speaking about Jake. All right, Jake don't know the truth of who they are, who they ought to be, but not so for these things, you know. Much less for them to even know that, all right, it has a higher power that not only created the things within this earth, but also created them. They don't know about it because when they go in phone, when they analyze the stench of the whole situation, the parents themselves just as them. Eh? The parents themselves don't even teach them. When they go back to the Lord, say what? Hey, make sure to teach your children these things, you know. Teach them these things so that it will be a guide unto them from generation to generation. That's roughly speaking, roughly paraphrasing, you know. That this here will carry them along, so that we'll be a wise nation, a wise people, a prosperous people. But what? We stray from that. We strayed from that. The only way this world could come back on course, because hey, the children of Israel waking up, but this world's still not on course. The only way, the only course this world is going into right now, the only course that this world is keeping on right now, is a course to destruction. That's the only course that this world is keeping on right now, because your brothers throughout the four corners of the earth bringing forth the truth. All right, but the world still don't seem to care, you know. Jake don't seem to care, you know. Jake rather just continue in the wickedness. But again, as I say, by them doing that, according to prophecy of the scripture, they're going right, they're keeping right on track. They keeping right on course, right on course, Salakia. All right, where you know that train of destruction is heading to its destination. Yeah, this whole world gone, man. This whole world gone. This whole world, you know, it. Wow, boy, wow. Let's go to 2 Ezra 15. Drop that the spirit. I drop dead on the scripture. Literally dead on the scripture. No turning our pages. 2 Ezra 15 and 5. It reads, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, death, destruction. Why, Lord? For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole world. Even within, as pertaining to what I just said earlier on, where, you know, you have brothers preaching through the four corners of the earth, bringing forth this truth and whatnot. But the thing about it is, even within Israel, even with the men who know that they are that they are of the nation of Israel, you're having wickedness and that and all. Don't watch it so simple because you're seeing men coming out on the highways and byways with Bible in the hand, and they're reading couple scriptures, and they might have on wherever garb they have on, or they might have on sackcloth, or whatever the case may be, and they may preach on the surface, you know, that we are the Israelites and whatnot, so forth. But hey, don't get it twisted. When they analyze a lot of these guys, like for instance, ISUPK for example. All right, from the time you as a leader, all right, you call yourself Commanding General, all right, Commanding General Yahana, all right. From the time you could preach and willfully say that is the counsel, all right, that is the counsel that you would bring, that you would advise to Chris Rock, all right, concerning the slap that Will Smith hit him, and it was heard, as the brothers say, it was heard through the four corners of the earth, all right. But your advice is that Chris Rock should go and pop, or to, you know, to have sex with Will Smith's wife as a payback, as a revenge. You see how you see how wicked our people is. You see how wicked this whole world is. You see how wicked and out of course this whole world is. Here it is you supposed to be that beacon of light. Especially for young brothers like myself. I only 5 years in the truth. About 5 years, yeah, about 5 years. So to say, alright? And I supposed to be looking up to you as somebody I should be taking example from, taking pattern from, as the older heads would say. And that is the counsel that you would give. When the scriptures plainly goes against that, because that is adultery you promoting. And as the days, as I told the brothers and them, you know, earlier on during the course of the day, this place is getting more wicked, more and more and more wicked by the minute. It long gone by the day. Long that done by the day. Wickedness being more wicked by the day. That done long gone. That pass by the minute. This place is getting more and more wicked by the minute. If the time right now is 5 o'clock, better bottom dollar by 5:01 it's gonna get even much more wicked. 5:02 much more wicked. 5:03 much more wicked. By the minute this place is getting more and more wicked. And a brother, I don't know his name, I can't remember his name. There's a GMS brother, you know, and he wanna just came into the truth, you know. He make mention of this, you know, as the time coming closer and closer and closer to the coming of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. The place is going to get, he was going to see more wickedness upon the face of the earth that your mind can't even fathom, because you're like, wait, what really going on? What really going on? You mean to tell, wait, this way it reached to, this way it can, and it have more worse to come. It have way more worse to come, and wickedness is going to be seen portraying upon the face of the earth. Much more wickedness. Because the elites that be, they're making sure and pave the way, all right? They're making sure and pave the way for these things to carry about. Because that is what they are about. They're not checking or putting people in check, all right? Because of the wickedness that exceedingly polluted the earth. They promote it, they encourage it, they finance it. All right? They finance the wickedness. All all sorts of wickedness. All sorts of wickedness they're promoting. Wherever wickedness come to your mind in the sense of what people doing right now, bet your bottom dollar the so-called white man be behind it. He endorsing that. What goes through a man's mind to watch to be a big like me, like myself, as my age, 36 years old, and you watching a 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, and looking to have sexual relations with that. And here it is now, they have laws to protect these people. I'm trying my best to contain my tongue right now. Alright? And making such excuses to condone the act of these people. You see why this place has to be destroyed? I'm continuing. Verse 7. Alright? No. I'll read over verse 6. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their exceeding and their hurtful works, Salakia, are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Right? In which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually, because that is the reason why he said, this precept just come to my head. I had other precepts, but during the course, precepts, certain precepts will come to me, through the Spirit, when I go to Ezekiel. That's the reason why he's saying Ezekiel, is either Ezekiel 4 and 9 or 9 and 4. 9 and 4. Ezekiel 9 and 4, it reads what? And the Lord said unto me, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So that's the reason why he said what he's no longer going to hold back and no. He's going to start to pour out judgment, and right now he's pouring out judgment, but the time coming where he's going to let it all loose. The time coming where you guys is going. If you don't have the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem, you'll shy with you. Crap or smoke your pipe, boy. Yeah? Crap or smoke your pipe, because it's going to be a dog eat dog world. Yeah? People is not going. The scripture talk about something about and I can't find that scripture. I don't already have it in my head. What it speaks about the love of many shall wax cold. Because of iniquity and whatnot, So much iniquity upon the face of the earth, the love of many, It shall wax cold. Oh God, I did shut out today, boy. All my water, boy. Thank God, they're going to pour it right back out. Thank you for hell. Just bear with me here. I'm going to pour it right back out. Alright, that's just that there. And it's that. I ain't no time to go back downstairs and have to get no water. Yeah? Here's what it is about. So, you know, because, you know, at the sign and the crying, you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to bring that judgment upon the face of the earth. This place too wicked. This place too wicked. This place promotes too much wickedness. Alright? The government, the powers that be, lift up the so-called restrictions. And it's like, you know, gosh, these people, like, you know, it's like you take off a capsule. When they raise the cover, you go, shh. And these people, they don't like, ah, boy, yes, boy. I have more liberty now, you know. More liberty now to just go there and just act a fool. You see something there? Alright, it's good. You know, just act a fool. More wickedness. More wickedness. You're done planning for Festival of Bacchus 2023. See how wicked these people are, boy? Yeah, it is. Judgment coming up on the face of the earth. But you guys want to go and make mirth. You Jakes want to go and make mirth. You Jakes. Next week is the so-called Easter holiday. The celebration of Easter. You know how much last minute party done organized already? See how these people are? Oh boy. Oh boy. Second Ezra, I'm going to Second Ezra 14. Second Ezra 14 and verse 13. Go back. Second Ezra 14 and verse 13, it reads, Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Verse 14, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. And this is what the men of the Lord, you know, the hopeful elect, the men who are aspiring to be a part of the number, this is what we ought to do. Alright? Verse 15, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. You know, cast the burdens upon your hour back from your house, right? Alright? And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. What times? The wicked times that is coming up on the face of the earth. Alright, verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. You see what I tell you? You see what I'm saying? By the minute, this place is getting friggin' more wicked and more wicked by the minute. And as time goes by, you will see even more evil stuff taking place upon the face of the earth. Alright? Because this world, it gone. This world has nothing to come back to. This world has nothing to look forward to. Alright? It has no betterment to get. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he's sick and fed up. Alright? So he just going on that poor judgment. Alright? Verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. Right? Through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. For the truth has fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasted the vision to come, all right, which thou hast seen. All right, the visions, what Yahweh Shem Yahshai had revealed unto Ezra, you know, he is going to see it. He is going to see how more and more evil this place is going to get. All right, because the people, you know, they have no sense of direction. Again, look at the youths today. Let's take a good example of the youths today. The youths today, I just call them Generation Z. A bunch of freaking zombies. That is what it is, a bunch of zombies. Because why? The parents and all those freaking zombies. Yeah, the parents and all the zombies. So it's zombies making zombies and a whole friggin' zombie Congo line going down the road. Because they're just freaking a lot. It's like if they have a soul, you know, but the way how they're moving is like if they have no soul, you know, because the spirit it contaminated, you know, the vessel empty, you know. This is what's going on with them. That is why Yahweh Shem Yahshai said this year. Let me go back. Let me go to 2nd Ezra 9. 2nd Ezra 9. 2nd Ezra 9 and 18. It reads what? And now when I prepared the world which was yet not made, even for them to dwell in that now live, no man spake against me. For then everyone obeyed. But now the manners of them which are created in this world, all right, that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed, which is who? Esau Edom, all right? Because again, Esau Edom is the one that promotes and finances these. Look, for instance, look at the music now. Look at the so-called rap industry, the hip-hop industry. Look at how evil, even more evil and wicked it has gotten over the years. So look at the point at which now. Kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, F this bitch, do this bitch that, whatnot, so forth, you know. Watch out this so-called Trinidad, you know, we fully done some evil. Alright, watch out them, watch out them. They just gone. And Esau is the man that has the financial resources to fund these things on such a high level. Well, it's mainly to doing that to make sure and for that so that Jake could live that lifestyle, follow that lifestyle, that wicked lifestyle, that, you know, admire and glamorize the gangster lifestyle and whatnot. All right, for them to fill up the friggin' jailhouses so that these elites could continue to get the free labor, and you Jakes just keep falling in the friggin' trap. You Jakes just falling in the trap, boy. All right. So continuing. Alright, and by law which is uncertain, and by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves. Alright, because why that law is unsearchable? Why speaking about these wicked, these evil laws that Esau promotes? Because with the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, that's searchable. They could go and research that through the scriptures. But Esau's law, you can't go and research that because you ain't finding that you ain't really finding that no way, because that is of Esau within the wicked mind conjure up, all right, and prescribe these things and legislate these things and put it as law. All right. Verse 20. So I consider the world, and behold, There was peril. There was peril, anarchy, wickedness, treachery, debauchery. Alright? There was because there was peril because of the devices that will come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly. Right? Because why? Why he spared it greatly? And have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people, which is the elect of the nation of Israel, which goes all the way back to Revelation 7 and 1 onwards, you know, where it speaks about the 144,000, what? The 144,000 elect, 12,000 out of each tribe. Alright? Verse 22, it reads what? Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. And let my grape be kept, and my plant, which with great labor have I made it what? Perfect. Alright? Because what you ought to understand, 2/3 of you niggers actually born in vain just to make up the numbers, you know, just to make up the population of the world. And just to be sheep for the friggin' slaughter to cull. And Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to make a good calling of you guys. A good calling of the flock. Go and research the word calling. And reading a scripture like this is something to really put within your mind, especially when you're in this truth, you know. Let the multitude perish which was born in vain. So that just goes to show that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, he cold like that. He could wipe you off the face of this earth within a second. Because why? He is respecter of no persons. He is respecter of no... He could do what the hell he wants to do with you. He created you. But you guys wouldn't even consider that. You guys wouldn't even you know, take correction. Why? Let me see why all they wouldn't take correction. Let's go to the book of Sirach. Sirach 30 something. Sirach 31. 32 actually. Sirach 32 and 17. What does it read? It reads, a sinful man will not be reproved. Right? A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. All this is what playing part and participle, or participle, however let's call it, participle, you know, within the wickedness that exceeded so much upon the face of the earth, because a lot of you niggers want to continue in your wicked ways. A lot of you niggers don't want to be corrected. That's why he is going to what? Stay in the congregation of the dead, the spiritual dead. And also the physical dead, because Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, when he get fed up on you, he's going to mock you niggers. That is what it is about. You niggas feel as a laddie-daddy, oh thing and happy-go-lucky and everything is easy for cheesy. Wait now, man. Just wait. Just wait. Verse 18. A man of counsel will be considerate, but a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear, even when of himself he had done without counsel. Alright? Because why? You're seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But you guys, you 2/3 and you Israelites, you all don't care, man. You all don't care. You all think you know that you're on a different level than the Most High God, you know. That's why the scripture says a sinful man will not be reproved, but find an excuse, because you know, only God can judge me. Only God can judge me. And you, well, all right. All right. You guys, this is where the world has reached to. With that thinking, this is where the world end up. This is where the world end up. This is where the world end right now. I'm going straight to the scripture again. Straight to the scripture. This is and this made title here. This is 2 Timothy, all right, chapter 3, and I'm starting from verse 1. But this made title here: perilous times shall come. Yeah, perilous times shall come. Timothy, 2 Timothy 3 and 1. All right, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, proud, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And we see in this prevalent within, especially within Israel. All right? Without natural affection, which is what these alphabet people. All right? Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Right? Despisers of those that are good. Because from the time you looking to do good, from the time you looking to seek that righteous path, you know, those on the outside who in the wicked ways tend to watch you funny. They tend to look at you as a madman because you don't want to go with the norms of this world, because the norms of this world is a bunch of fuckery. Excuse my language, but I ought to be real. And by you looking to do otherwise, these niggers tend to do what? Tend to look to set traps on whatnot against you. Right? These niggers tend to they long for your downfall. Because of the fact that you looking to do what is right before the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Continuing, where I'll reach. Yeah. So verse 4, traitors, heedy, high-minded lovers of, right? Heedy, high-minded lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh. Right? Because they're all about self-worship. They're all about feeding themselves with their lust. Yeah, they're all about what they could gain. But these days when they bounce up somebody, you're walking here, they bounce up somebody, we say, where you are from me? Where you are from me? It was last night, they're getting sick and fed up of you. But I don't give you nothing, but every time you see me, where you are from me? 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 This is the mindset that these niggas in here, they're about, hey. Yeah? Heedy, high-minded lovers of pleasures more than the lovers of Yahweh. They don't care about Yahweh, about Shem Yahushai. They're all about themselves. Alright? Having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. Which goes into these wicked Christians. But by well, we don't even talk for that. Don't even talk for that. The most wickedest set of people that can get up on the face of the earth is them who claim they're going to church. You see them, you see these motherfuckers who claim say they're going to church and who claim say they're so spiritual and they're so this and they're so that. These is the most evil they could even fucking come across. These people. But don't worry, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has something sweet and special for you guys. He has something set aside, nice for you guys. Set aside from the rest. You wicked Christians, you wicked bastards. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has something sweet for all you. Yeah? So it says what? From such turn away. Alright, because these things will do it go only lead you to wickedness. That is why the scripture say, I'm go back, I'm go. It's Matthew 7 and 13. That's why the scripture says what? Matthew 7 and 13. It reads what? Enter ye into the straight gate. Alright, that gate had difficulty. That straight gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Right? Because this whole world is that wide. That's only the Christian church. But this whole world, you got it? This whole world is this wide gate, and many there follow it. Many there follow it. That's why the scripture says what? Follow not a multitude into sin. Right? Continuing. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and there be what? There be few, and few Salaki, and few there be that find it. Very few would find it. Because everybody is being intrigued. Everybody is in that clique, and that's wickedness. If it's not adultery, it's murder. If it's not murder, it's thievery. If it's not thievery, it's some kind of skull game. If it's not some kind of skull game, it's witchcraft. That next thing too. That is the next thing too in a class by itself. With the witchcraft that's so heavy and prevalent right now. Especially in the so-called dancehall community. Back then, long time, when you're listening to dancehall, you would listen to these guys, burning out, Obia Man and Obia Wakan and this and that and whatnot. Now, it's a whole different, that's how this generation see now. These niggas pushing it in the video and the songs are like, hey, I going by my Obia Man, boy. I fully got up, boy. I'm a ring, boy. Yeah. The days we reach to now, witchcraft is like nothing. Witchcraft has come like nothing. They come like nothing to these niggas, like it's a normal scene, like if I go by the shop and buy a Coca-Cola to drink. Days we reach to, man. But don't worry, you're bashing yourself something sweet. You have some real nice and sweet coming. Real nice and sweet. Real nice and sweet. Yeah? Oh. I'm going back to second Esdras. I had some that I'd forget. Yeah. Going back in second Esdras, man. Going back in second Esdras 8 and 50, because there's something that I wanted us to read. I know I was to read something in second Esdras 8 in about. Alright, this is 2 Esdras 8 and 50. It reads this. For many great misery shall be done to them that are in the latter time, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in what? In great pride. Alright? But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, his city is builded, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom, which is what? The kingdom of heaven and all that is given in it, for us, the children of Israel, the elect. Verse 53. The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is true the treasure of immortality. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. Why, Lord? For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High. So they despised the Most High, taught scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, which is the prophets, all right, and said in their heart that there is no power. Yea, and that knowing they must die, for as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men, which is Israel, should come to naught, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. That's why when you go to Wisdom of Solomon 15, Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 7, it reads this. For the potter temperate soft earth, fashioneth every vessel with much labor for our service. Yea, of the same clay he maketh both the vessel to serve for clean uses, and likewise also to serve the contrary. Alright? He made that. Alright? Which means he controls both sides, both left hand spirits, right hand spirits, both good, both evil. Let's continue. But what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is the judge, and employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain god of the same clay, Salakia, which goes into idol worship and whatnot, because these people, especially you so-called Negroes, alright, you doing so much wickedness and having the same thoughts as the so-called white man that he wouldn't be judged for it because there is no God. Alright, you is either one, you claim yourself to be your own God, not just claim yourself as a God, as the says of the scripture said, for ye are gods, but ye shall die like men, but God as in lower case. But you claim yourself to be your own God, your own creation. You create yourself, you know. Or if it's not that, it's either you create a God for you to stand before and bow before and worship. Alright? Right? And employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain god of the same clay. Even he which a little before was made of earth himself, and within a little while after returneth to the same, right? Out of which he was taken, when his life which was lent to him shall be demanded. Because a lot of you niggas still to realize, Yahweh Hashem shall lend you. This life that you live in, it was lent to you. And the same way how he lent it, he can reclaim it back. Yeah, the same way how he lent it, he can reclaim it back, because you guys, some of you all is like, you all have no head on your shoulders. Or your head just empty. Simple as that, your head just empty. Alright? Almost finished. I just have about 3 more scriptures actually. Alright, so let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 3 and 11. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 11. It reads what? Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. Yeah? Don't feel you all is going to continue with your wickedness, and everything is going to be all well with you guys within your wickedness. It's not going to be so, I can guarantee you that. There is going to be a recompense for your wickedness by the hands of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. There is going to be a recompense for your wickedness, man. Let's believe that. Alright? I'm going to Ecclesiastes 3 and 16 actually. Right, I'm almost there because that's an Isaiah already. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 16 it reads. Matter of fact, yeah, I will read 3 and 16 and then I'll do something here. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in mine heart, Yahweh shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose, and for what? And for every work. That's why when you go up to verse 15 now, it reads what? That which had been is now, and that which is to be had already been, and Yahweh requireth that which is past. Right? And by that, by him requiring that which is past and that which is also is present, he is going to be judged for it, whether it be for good or whether it be for bad. It's simple. Because why? It is balance. It is called balance. That's how simple it is, because it's called balance. Alright? If you guys have no knowledge about balance, well, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to tell you. And I think, no. This is the last scripture. The last scripture, actually. Last scripture. let's go to Sirach 16 and 1. It reads what? It desire not, and this is for the generation Z. Alright? A lot of my childhood friends and what, some of my childhood friends, you know, they'll be like, oh, you reach this age and you don't have no children and whatnot. I'll be like, I'm glad I have no children right now. Believe you me, I'm glad I have no children right now. Alright? And this is part of a reason why. Sirach 16 and 1, it reads, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. And there's what a lot of you so-called Negroes are. You guys are unprofitable towards Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. You guys ain't no prophet. Alright? Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Right? Though they multiply, rejoice not in them except the fear of the Lord be with them. That is the only time is to rejoice for you know, with your children, you know, or for your children. Once they carry that fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai and do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. But other than that, you watch them as dead dogs. That's how you have to watch them as dead dogs. But you see, the thing is, a lot of the parents are just as wicked as the children, because why? The children learn from the friggin' parents. Alright? So it reads, trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000. And better it is to die without children than to have them that are what? That are ungodly. For by one that hath understanding shall the city be replenished. Yeah? And that is what took place, which was what? Noah, because what? The whole, when Yahweh Hashem Yahshai flooded the whole earth, who was the only righteous one there that survived and replenished the whole earth was Noah, by the 3 sons. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai put to death what the rest. Alright? That is a perfect example. Alright? For by one that had understanding shall the city be replenished, but the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become what? Desolate. Many such things have I seen with mine eyes, and mine ear hath heard greater things than thee. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. Kal halayam la alahayanawa Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Ba'asham Rakah HaKodash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers who preach and teach this truth through the 4 corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akawats. Your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here, saying shalom and signing out. And war bad babble unto this wicked generation and wicked world. Death to Esau. Shalom.